Okay, guys, so sorry if you can hear. Oh, it turned off good. I'm in the Chicagoland area. I'm not in Chicago, where I usually stay. I am at a hotel, obviously. So, I'm in the suburbs of Chicago, and I mean, it's cool. I'm from Chicago, so it's not like it's, anything like, oh, Chicago kind of thing. But let me tell you, like, not being here for such a long time and then coming back, it's kind of a culture shock. That's what I'm going to call it. It's kind of a culture shock because things down here run different. Things down here run hella different. I'm opening up my new brushes, by the way. Yeah, things down here run hella different. So it's kind of difficult to get in a different mindset than what I'm used to. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I got this in the mini size along with the luminous one and the matte one. I gave the matte one to my sister. It was in a trio mini set. Anyway, and I'm applying it with a brush just because I want to try something new. Anyway, yeah, so I'm down in the Chicagoland area visiting my sister, visiting my dad. I thought I had seen him like 5 years ago. Apparently, I haven't seen him in like a decade. So, yeah, bad daughter. But, I mean, we video chat and stuff, but I haven't physically seen him in a decade. I don't like coming to Chicago. There's a reason why I left. Now, the suburbs aren't as bad, but just the Chicagoland area, it's just not my vibe anymore. Like, it's not my vibe. And I could go into detail, but then I don't really want to offend anybody. So, but if you're from Chicago and then you get out and go to like somewhere that's not Chicago or not very urbanized, then you'll understand what I'm saying. It's not nearly as fast paced. Where I stay now in Michigan, it is not even a quarter of how fast paced it is out here. And I'm in the suburbs, okay? And then the amount of like boarded up businesses. Let me give you an example. So another reason besides coming to visit my family was because I am actively trying to search out Black owned hair companies. So I have a few, that I purchased from offline, but there's some smaller businesses that I follow on Instagram, such as Rich Hair Extensions, right there, and Chicago Handmade Wigs, which is right there. I'll leave their Instagram handles right there. Anyway, they're based out here in the Chicagoland area, and I'm like, oh yeah, my sister's out there, my family's out here. Let me just make the drive. So I did, and in some stores, like where I'm from, in beauty supply stores, they have their product out, right? Down in this area, they only have a few things out, like out in the open, because they don't want to get robbed. And I'm like thinking to myself, damn, that happens too. Like people, like their stores will get robbed if you have a lot of product out on display. And I haven't had to think that way in a while, because I first walked in, I said, the fuck? Where is everything? And then I thought, like, oh yeah. And then the way you get into the place, like, the owner has to buzz you in. Like, it's not just like, oh, walk in. You pull on the door or whatever, and they have to buzz you from the inside in. And that's also for added security. Like, bitch. It's real out in these streets down here, okay? Like, you got to be a certain breed to survive down here, and let's just say when I had an out, I got the fuck out. And then something happened at we were at the Family Dollar. My sister and I were just talking, kicking the bobos, and this little girl is like, "Can you help me?" And we're like, "Yeah, what's up?" She's like, "Will this help me with cramps?" And she held out some Benadryl. I'm thinking to myself, where is this little girl's mother? Anyway, my sister and I helped her. Like, whoever she was with had given her money. They had given her like $8. So my sister and I took her to, the painkiller aisle. And my sister helped more than I did because I don't menstruate anymore. But, so I don't really know, like, besides ibuprofen, I take like ibuprofen for everything. So, so my sister really, picked out stuff, and then I paid for it. And then, I gave her the change. I gave her 20. So, that was Kathleen and my good deed for the day. But you would not see, where I'm from in Michigan now, like, you would not see that show. Anyway, we were walking back out of the parking lot, and then we see a little girl be driving by there was a parent in the car. I don't know if it was her mother or something, but there was a female in the car. And then I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? Why'd you go up in there with your kid? She obviously doesn't know what she's doing. And then, I try to rationalize, because that's what I do now. That I don't live down here. I'm like, oh, well, maybe, maybe she was buying it for someone else. Maybe she was buying it for her mom. And then Kathleen was like, nah, if it was for her mom, she would have known exactly what to get, because her mom would have told her. And I was like, well, that's true. So I just had to come to terms with it. People operate different down here. Okay. I just powdered my nose with the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know if I like that Poreless Putty Primer. It doesn't feel thick enough for what I need, but we will see. For foundation today, I'm using the Giorgio Armani Maestro. But I'm doing super light coverage, which is why I have brushes. Because I'm just going to go see my dad. And he's taking me to prison. So my dad worked corrections, and he was like, he does tours now at his old joint. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, why you want to, okay, whatever. I mean, it's a point of pride for him. So I let him, whatever. I'll do it, whatever. It's my dad. So that's what I'm doing today. Do I want to do it? No, but it will make my daddy happy. Yes, it will. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do my concealer first, actually. This is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting in Natural Beige. This is just a mini. And I'm just trying to see what brush I want to use with it. I'm just going to use the same brush I use for the primer. Anyway, so that's what we're doing today. And then he wanted to take us out to eat somewhere, and yeah, and he's having surgery next weekend, so I'm happy I came down this weekend, because I was supposed to come down next weekend, but I changed my plans because I realized I have MLK Day off for work. So I was like, oh, let me just, instead of burning annual leave, let me just utilize the time I already have off. Ooh. This is too dark. That's okay. We're just concealing right now. I'll be fine. I don't like this with a brush. Okay, hold on. I had my sponge on deck, sitting in my hot water. Like, I was trying to do something different, but it doesn't look like it's gonna work. Oh, it feels so good. Anyway, yeah, Chicagoland area. So we did that. Then we went to a place called Deuces. We went there, but yeah. But driving down here, it was good. Like, I'm just getting over like a major cold, so I'm still on antibiotics, and I'm taking Mucinex, which is not supposed to make you drowsy, but it makes me drowsy. And it's like a 4.5-hour drive down here. I look like I have a mustache. I'm gonna fix that later. It looks like or what was I gonna say? It's like a 4.5-hour drive down here. So half the time I was just, it was easy driving. When I know I hit the Chicagoland area? When a Christian church van, it's one of those, the white, the little mini bus, white van bus hybrid things. It's all white. with the black windows, and it has the scarlet cursive on it saying Christian church group or whatever the fuck. That's when I knew I was in the Chicagoland area, because they cut me off. It's funny, right? I think it's funny. What am I trying to conceal down here? Yeah, so, and then I woke the fuck up. I mean, I wasn't like sleeping or anything, but I was, really like laid back. But as soon as you hit that Chicagoland area, you gotta wake up, because these people drive crazy down here. They drive crazy. Okay. So, yeah, but it was fine. No incidents or whatever, because I know how to drive. I know how to drive like I'm from a big city. So, yeah. So far it's been good. So I got here yesterday. I'm only staying until Monday, and then I'm going back. But, yeah, it's nice to see my sister. So we're 8 years apart. So I remember when she was born, and now this bitch is a whole grown ass woman, got her own apartment, got her own man kind of thing, like buying me stuff. Like, I was like, wow. It blows my mind. Like, I've literally seen my little sister grow up. And now I'm in the process of watching my daughter grow up. And it's just like, it's blowing my goddamn mind. It's blowing my goddamn mind. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with a brightening concealer. I'm not going to mention the brand. But, so that's what I'm doing today. Yeah. That's what we're doing today. I'm gonna let that sit a little bit. And then foundation. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a little discombobulated because I didn't bring a lot because I knew I wasn't going to be down here very long. So I didn't bring my palette either. So I'm just doing what I can with what I got. But yeah, things operate different down here. That is faux show. Faux show, faux show. So, yeah, so it's super cold. That's why I haven't been posting anything, because I was posting that lady was sick for like a whole month. I thought it was her teeth. Well, Jeff and I thought it was her teeth. And it wasn't. She was legit fighting something. And then I got it. Like, Jeff felt sick for a little bit, but it wasn't to the extreme that I got it. So, I got the cold, whatever. Didn't get a fever or anything, whatever. A lot of mucus. Sinus pressure, this, that, and the other. I take NyQuil. Well, first I went to the doctor, and they're like, well, you have a double ear infection and double pink eye, because my eyes were like crusty and red. I was like, oh my God, I have pink eye. And in my head, I'm like, pink eye, that's for dirty people. Dirty people get pink eye. Like, you get bacteria in your eye, and that's how you get pink eye. Well, apparently you can also get pink eye from your ears being clogged, like too much fluid behind your ears, and then it's looking for a way out. So it goes to your eyes, and that's how I got pink eye. I'm trying to do the whole brush thing. It's not working out. Anyway, so gave me a script. Started feeling better, this, that, and the other. And then I took NyQuil, and apparently, this is what the doctor told me. NyQuil, if you're really mucusy, NyQuil will turn watery mucus into maple syrup. So if you're mucusy, do not take NyQuil. Even though it literally says it's a cough suppressant and stuff like that, since you have a lot of mucus, you want your body to expel the mucus with a cough instead of like not coughing. So it was like, I can't remember. I think it was like day 4 of being sick or some jazz like that. I took NyQuil one night and then I woke up and I felt like I was on day 1 of being sick. Sinus pressure, earache, all the jazz. So doctor told me to take Mucinex, and that's what I did. And I'm getting over this better now, because who'd have known that? I didn't know that. I'm not sick very often, but maybe it's common knowledge. It wasn't common knowledge to me. So I'm still on my antibiotics, but my pink eye cleared up for the most part. And here we are. I slept good last night. Well, I slept on my face. That's probably why my eyes are puffy. I slept on my face last night. When I sleep in hotel beds, like at my house, I have firm pillows, so I sleep upright like this. But in these hotel rooms, they have those pillows that they're like Krispy Kreme donuts where they deflate when you lay on them, and they don't puff back up. So there's like 6 of them on a bed, but they're useless. So I brought my own pillow, but I only had one. So I wound up sleeping on my face last night, and it shows. Like, I got really good sleep, but that's why my eyes are so fucking puffy. Anyway, I'm just taking my time, waiting for my sister to come pick me up. We're supposed to go out with my dad at like 10:30. It's 10:48. I told him we were going to be late, though. I did tell him. So he knows. He knows we were going to be late. This Maestro foundation is a tad bit too dark for me. Tad bit too dark. Okay, let's put that back in there. Let's see if we could do something about these eyes. Maybe. Like I said, this concealer is too dark, and then the brightening concealer is like too bright, like straight up yellow. But we'll see if we can make this work. I'm gonna put some on the bridge of my nose. And around here, of course, is dry. It always is dry. So I'm going to put a little bit of my Estee Lauder. And I'm just using the box of my Briogeo soap as a palette. So I hope you guys are doing well out there. Hope you guys are doing well. It's been a really mild winter in Michigan and down here in Chicago. It's colder down here than it is where I live, which is funny. It feels like fall where I live, like maybe like deep fall, but still fall. Down here it's like you need a winter coat, the whole 9. Well, that blended out nice. All right, let's do these eyes. So I'm just blending the brightening concealer right along that trough area. I was actually thinking about getting filler under my eyes, but I don't know, because I'm due to get my lips redone. It's been a year. In March it will be a year. So I do need to get my lips redone. They still look good, but I want them bigger. So when I go out and get my lips redone, I think I'm gonna get a consultation for filler under my eye and maybe a little bit of Botox for my brow. I don't know. My brows look so trash today. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. I just wanna look pretty. I kind of worked with my eyes, kind of. Yeah. We could only do so much, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury powder all over my face, and then we're going to start with powders because I did not bring any cream products with me. Looking for a big fluffy brush. Oh, this is not really big and fluffy. Let's use this one. So I will be doing a video on Chicago handmade wigs because my sister, we ran out of time yesterday, so because I got down here late. I got down here at 3, but one of the Chicago handmade wig spot closes at 5. So we had went to Rich Extensions first, and then we didn't have time to go to the other one because I was like, pick one. She's like, okay, let me take you to Rich Extensions. So, but I wasn't able to go to Chicago Handmade, but my sister does not like frontals. So she had 2 frontals from Chicago Handmade Wig, and she gave them to me, which was super nice of her because this shit ain't cheap. So I am going to be doing, a video about Chicago handmade wigs, and I'm going to make sure, I say that these are used, but she said they're good, but they're not as good as Rich Extensions. So I am going to get my hands on a wig from them. Their customizing process is so extensive. I had no idea. I was not prepared. So that's why I didn't walk out with anything, because what they had on display was not my style. But she was like, yeah, we can make something custom for you. And I was like, well, it's not on your website. She's like, nope, you have to text us and, tell us what you want, give us pictures, this, that, and the other. And then she said to start your wig, you put a down payment down, which is essentially the cost of the hair. And then when you're ready to have it shipped, then you pay the other part, which I thought was really good. You don't have to pay it all up front. And the amount of customization you can do, I thought was really cool too. So I'm going to see what I can do with that, because I really want to, some asshole told me, I deleted this comment, but they told me that, I was kind of being prejudiced by, putting the word buying black, by saying buying black instead of just saying buying, finding new hair or something. And I didn't feel that way. Why should I not be fully transparent saying I support, or I'm attempting to support, Black female small businesses? I'm not a business owner, but I am a Black female, okay? So why would I not highlight that? Because there's not a lot of Black-owned hair companies, number one, that are as big as, the heavy hitters like Eunice and stuff like that, and Allie Pearl and stuff like that. So why, and then being female-owned, why would I not highlight that? Because if you don't have Instagram, or you're not from around the Chicagoland area, how would you know about these places? It's word of mouth. So I figure that's what I'm doing. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Am I being prejudiced by saying buying black? Because I don't feel that way. But if I'm offending people, I don't think I'm offending anybody. I think someone was just, you know how people just wanna say something just to say something. That's what I feel like it was, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. You guys tell me. I just realized I'm not really telling you what I'm using. So Charlotte Tilbury, I used that. Went in with the Jacqueline powders. This is in Fair Light, I believe. Yeah. And then we're going in with Dark Renaissance. I did not bring the Hopeless Romantic with me because there's blush colors in here. So I'm just going to use this. I'm using this as my contour. You guys know Morbid Lisa. You guys already know Morbid Lisa. And Marley did say that she was going to be working on bringing Morbid Lisa out separately, or just so people don't have to buy the same big palette. Ooh, I miss my brushes. Like, oh, well, that's whatever. Let me just pat that out. But do you see that contour, bitch? Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Do you see? You gotta be careful with this shit, because this is pigmented. Yeah, and I bring my contour up into my hairline wet. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And what? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see what Marley does in general. She said she's working on an eyeliner because, well, she didn't say that, but she obviously is, because she's not showing us what her eyeliner is. Whenever she puts on her eyeliner, she's like, I can't tell you what my eyeliner is. So unless she's repping another brand, which I don't see her doing when she has her own. So I think her next product is going to be an eyeliner. And it's probably going to be bomb. It's probably going to be bomb. Yeah, this brush might be a little too dense, but we're here now. It's whatever. Sorry if you can hear the traffic. I'm probably going to fast forward through the rest of my face because I don't really have much to say. Besides, hey, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm doing better. And I'll be bringing you more makeup content real soon. All right, I had to answer a phone call. So this is where we are right now. And all of this that you see, like the blush, the contour, I haven't added any bronzer. This is all from the Dark Renaissance palette from Glamka Feeling. And I'm just doing my nose with Morbid Lisa right now. I've been, you know, playing with my nose contours. You can see, like, I don't bring it all the way down, like the highlight all the way down anymore. So I've been playing with it, doing something different. Definitely not as harsh as it usually is. Contouring my lips. I forgot to contour my neck. All right, back to the music. Okay, and here we are. This mug is super big, but it's whatever. We're not trying to achieve perfection. Just looking better than we did when we woke up. I realized I didn't film everything, but honestly, I didn't want to bore you guys. This is going to be a super quick video. But this is what we're looking like, super glowy. I used the Glowish foundation powder in light medium, luminous pressed powder in light medium. And then for an actual highlight, I went in with the Huda Beauty Nymph in Flora. For my lips, I used the NYX matte lip liner, the Sway matte lip liner in Free Spirit. I just bought that. And where is it at? And then the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. I don't know what it is about these lashes. They never want to like be perky, but I still think it looks okay. I think it looks okay. And my wings look good. I forgot to bring my tape, so I had to freehand it, and I think they look good. Anyway, yeah, now I'm just waiting for my sister. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was short, but attention spans are like very limited these days, okay? If you did like it, please give me a big thumbs up. Press the subscribe button down in the description box so you don't miss any more content from me. Share this video because, you know, sharing is caring. And since you're here, you might as well watch some more videos. So there they are. Pop it up right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Support your girl, okay? And everything that I use will be listed down below in the description box, along with links to the Instagram accounts of Rich Extensions and Chicago Handmade Wigs. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.